If you're feeling run down, exhausted, or unhappy in your life, it might be a sign that you're not honoring a very important part of yourself that is at the core of who you are. So in this week's video, I'm going to give you a simple self-care tip for your soul that may help you to get your spark back, and quick. Hello, Self-Care Crusaders. This is Kim with your weekly video tip to help you simplify your self-care so you can amplify your energy and confidence. So what is this part of you I'm talking about that you might be neglecting, especially if you're not feeling happy and fulfilled in your life? It's your creativity. Now, if you were to get really honest with yourself right now, how well are you honoring your creative side on a regular basis? Now, I started asking myself this question several years ago when I was feeling drained of energy and joy, despite the fact that my life was looking pretty darn good from the outside. Now, at that time, I had started reading Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Big Magic, which if you haven't read it, I highly recommend you do. And I was having a surprising reaction to the book's message. I was actually feeling agitated as I read through it because I was becoming increasingly aware that there was nothing creative about me anymore. Now, I've never been a crafty mom. I don't draw or paint or sculpt or sing or play music, at least not very well. I dance, sort of, but I wouldn't call it my creative outlet. It's usually just something I do in the kitchen to help me enjoy the cooking process more. So I was starting to feel like I'd lost part of myself because I couldn't figure out how I was creative. Can you relate? But I knew that there was something in me. I was sure I'd had it as a kid, even in my teens and 20s. So I just couldn't remember it. And I was totally frustrated. And that's when I asked the question, what did I love to do as a kid? And from there, I figured out what was missing. I remembered that I actually used to love writing when I was a kid, especially storytelling and making poems that rhyme. So I made a point of dedicating some time to rediscovering and nurturing this creative outlet with no expectation of outcome other than to start feeling some spark of joy again. And what came from that process was a poem that I wrote for my daughter called You Beautiful You. It was a message about body love and self-acceptance, which I had no idea was in me to share, but sitting down to honor this creative writing process actually helped to draw it out of me. Now, I later turned the poem into a children's ebook for fun so that I could share it with other moms and help spread the message. So I'll drop the link to that in the description below so you can check it out if you like. But the most amazing thing about this is what happened afterwards. Giving myself permission to engage in this fun, creative project reignited my love for writing and prompted the writing of my women's self-help book, Finding Your Forever Body, which I published just a little over a year later. And that has led me to coaching women to help boost their self-image and confidence, which has brought me so much more joy and fulfillment in my professional life. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you to see how this one simple question, what did I love to do as a kid, ignited one simple act, which ignited this whole creative part of me that had been laying dormant for so many years. And the result was my own art that has changed so many areas of my life and the lives of others in a truly positive way. And I've since realized that anytime I ignore my creative side, I'm robbing myself and the people in my life of my best self. So my self-care tip for you this week is carve out some time for yourself, at least an hour or more, to do something creative that you loved to do as a kid. I promise you it'll be so worth it. Even if you consider yourself more of a left brain person like I do, your creativity still wants to be honored. It just might show up in a different way than what you may have traditionally considered creative. My old views of creativity have definitely changed. I even put my love of rearranging furniture and spicing up my home decor into the category of creativity. And I now make more time for these things too. Now, if you're more of a right brain person, you may already know your creative outlet really well. And if that's so, fantastic. But this week's tip might just be a good reminder for you to carve out that time to squeeze it in for yourself, because I know how easy it is to put it on the bottom of the priority list after work and after family and after household responsibilities. Taking time for this one simple act of self-care can instantly ignite feelings of joy and fulfillment and satisfaction, getting you reconnected with your gifts and strengths and boosting your energy and mood so that you can be your best self and be more fully present in all areas of your life. So now, I'd love to hear from you. What are you going to do to nurture your creativity this week? And how are you going to make sure that you keep it a priority so that you can make sure to keep your spark? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to get notified when my next Self-Care Simplified video is available. I'll also include some links in the description for more tools and support to help you fuel your energy and confidence, so you can check those out too. And remember, self-care is not selfish. It is your superpower that allows you to show up as your best for the people you love and serve. I'll see you again soon.